So, remember when I said that it gets worse? Yeah, how about we talk about that next? I should probably real quickly, in detail, explain how the Murder Drones fandom, destroyed itself. If you're wondering why I sound calmer than a few seconds ago, it's because I took a long break to, eat and, get my shit together for, this. Okay, so I've already quickly talked about how basically the N and Uzi shippers destroyed everything, but now I'm gonna go in detail. So I already mentioned how everybody was like, "Hey, that's a bit wrong shipping a supposed adult and a child."
Diaz! She's a kid, like us, V!
Yeah, so basically people were like, "Yo, that's wrong," and then they started calling the N and Uzi shippers a pedophile, like people that get attracted by children, and that's not what they are. Also, if you don't believe me about the whole murder drones shipping thing kind of became a war and killed the murder drones fandom, and that you believe that Glitch isn't affected by this, look at this.
New characters, imagine all the violent shipping wars that we'll be completely powerless to do anything about!
Also, this is not related at all, but these two things you need to see.
Your little crying face left quite the little crying mark on the internet. Something I don't canonically have any knowledge of. Take a look.
What the f am I looking at?
The consequences of our actions. And it's only going to get worse from here. And we can't forget about this. Me!
But then it slowly and steadily, in the course of a few months, got a lot worse, where they started harassing each other. I'm pretty sure doxing happened, a lot of bullying, and then so basically, I first have to say, the gap between episode 1 and episode 2 were 13 months. In that 13 months, that whole shit broke out, and for the second episode, the entire Murder Drones fandom already destroyed itself. So that was a fun second episode. Yeah, also, at the time, Friday Night Funkin' came out, and you could see how, the second that it became popular, it instantly just destroyed itself. Because in that 13 months, there was one FNF mod with this. Friday Night Funkin' was super popular, and it wasn't even a full mod, it was just a short cameo. Yeah, it was bad, it was really bad. But let's not talk about the whole Murder Drones destroyed it fandom, because that's part of the whole Glitch is sorta cursed with every show that they make, and let's hope that the Gaslight District will save it, but probably not. But let's talk about the actual show for a second. Alrighty, pilot time. So yeah, the show has some, really well animated moments. But then it also has a few moments where, that walking is weird. That looked a bit weird, that's not just me. So, it's pretty good, for a pilot, and for pretty early in Glitch's development. Pretty good pilots. Really good pilots, actually. Really well animated, it looks nice. It's pretty fun to watch. It's 26 minutes, and for the 13 months that we only have this to watch, it was pretty entertaining. Also, it's a pretty good soundtrack. And then the trailer came out. And with that trailer, they became shiny!
The humans programmed us to solve a problem. Where's proof of your backstory?
Quit complicating my murder plan.
We can't interact with the workers anymore, V. We're too dangerous.
You didn't have to see this.
So yeah, big animation step up. When I watched this, I was like, holy shit, you can see the reflection in their weird face things. Whatever the fuck you're gonna call it, I don't care! But there's one thing that I'm pretty sad about. This trailer basically only shows clips for episode 2 and 3. There's no clips of episode 4, 5, 6, or 7, which were probably not in the making. But still, it's a bit weird that you see the next 2 episodes, and The only thing you see is just like the clips from the trailer. And then you already see like, oh, there's all of the clips in the trailer. Also, ignore this. This only came out like a year ago. A little year ago. That was not when I was talking about like the fucking 13-month gap. Ignore this. Ignore!
Work with them to fix this instead of all the murder. Which, why are we doing that again?
Other than ingesting their warm, sweet oil to avoid overheating and dying?
It's totally not like that important plot thing got abandoned or something. No. Why would they abandon a very important plot point that's gonna cause a loophole when they abandon it?
The murder drones lost without oil? Ooh, good question.
Oh, that plot thread we definitely didn't drop.
My point exactly. One very, very small complaint that I have with this is that basically, like, switch what they want to do in every episode. Like, they switch their goals every episode, except for Doll. But, like, we'll get in Doll in a fucking minute! Give me a minute, God! But I mean, like, it can be pretty confusing. It's also totally not like they abandoned a character that was meant to be, like, a main character. Something, no.
Who programmed that?
You good, Uzi?
I'm good. Better than good. I am God!
She said
Hi, Dad.
Meet Thad! Yes, that's one letter away from Chad. And it's not like there's a character that is called Chad! You lazy fucks, Glitch. Anyways, so this guy's meant to be a main character. Yeah, you heard me right. Meant to be. Meant. Emphasis on meant! If you're wondering what happens, let me first tell you a story, alright? So in the first episode, he showed up a lot. He got stabbed like twice or 3 times and lived. What the fuck is this guy's diet, aka 6 packs? And can I have? But in episode 2, played a sort of important role. He had a few scenes here and there. Episode 3, background character. Episode 4, background character. Episode 5 doesn't exist. Episode 6 doesn't exist. Episode 7, he was there. Glitch. Liam. What did you do to my boy Chad? What did you do? Alright, so remember when I said that I changed motives like every episode? Let me try and guess what their motive is. Episode 1, Uzi wants to like kill murder drones so she can get her dad respect and no more murder. Episode 2, she wants to kill new humans. Episode 3, she's questioning about the Solver thing and want to find out what the hell was wrong with Doll. Episode 4, she's struggling to like capture the Solver and goes on a murderous rampage. Episode 5, some weird glitch takes over NNV and now she wants to like destroy that glitch. And her goal is to not get them killed. Episode 6, she's now with Tessa, a human, which we'll get into later. Give me a minute! But, she's just kind of following. Episode 7, she gets possessed. You can hear that I'm struggling to, like, come up with what she's doing. And that's almost everything. So yeah, that's annoying, to say the least. But episodes do come out every 2 to 3 months. Until, you know, the gap between episode 6 and 7, which was around 7 months. But not as bad as waiting 13 goddamn months. I will not forgive you! So, overall, the character motive is a bit messy, but that's not that bad of a problem. What is a bad problem, and what we'll finally get into, is V.
No! Please, stop beating my own eggshells in front of my family!
And yet, I still feel nothing.
So, V, I heard this planet-wide toxic death storm is supposed to be especially inhospitable tonight.
Oh God, who are you?
I thought just let the scene play out entirely so that you get a good idea of what she's like. So yeah, like I already said, Yandere and a psychopath. Yeah, cool, okay. But she barely gets a lot of screen time, and you can also see with the episode titles that V was first the main character, as you can see right in the title. Then it sort of shifted to Uzi, then sort of all three of them, then N. So V was meant to be a main character. You can see that with the first 3 episodes where she gets a lot of screen time. Like I'm not saying that she doesn't get a lot of screen time in the later episodes, she still does, but I mean like a lot more, we get to see a lot more of who she is. In this first episode, it's just literally like murder. Then it's more like I'm still gonna kill you all, but like I know the gravity of this situation and I know more than N does. But let's be honest, N doesn't know anything of what the fuck's going on. He has no thought. And then in the 3rd episode, she's kind of there, and it's revealed that she killed Doll's mother, and that sort of activated the solver thing. And she's scared of a doll because she's strong, you know, could easily kill someone, but for some reason doesn't. And then episode 4, we had that one conflict. She's a kid, like us. Anyways, so basically, tries to kill Uzi, you know, has a friendship with Lizzie, right? Give me a moment, I actually need to think what else happens. Spend like an entire minute thinking. She's also like still has feelings for him, but like sorta doesn't, sorta does. Then episode 5 is just like, she gets possessed for like literally most of the episode. Episode 6? Let me explain this. Okay, so in episode 5 she pulls a chainsaw on Uzi. Then in episode 6 she sacrificed herself for Uzi. What happened? Why? She literally said, Uzi, I trust you. In the last episode, you pulled a chainsaw. A freaking chainsaw. You tried to kill her in the last episode. What happened between them? I can understand it's like, hey, don't pry into my head, but you didn't show any other sign of like, hey, we're on good terms. Episode 4, you tried to kill her again. Sure, it could be in self-defense, but you sorta were ruthless and literally did not allow anything. You also had a beef because she is trying to like, she's a child and she's trying to like get in a relationship with someone you like have a crush on. In episode 3, you like literally ignore Uzi and barely anything else. In episode 2, still threatening, and in episode 1, I don't need to explain. What happened? I don't know. The show never like shows something like, hey, this is why they have a bit of trust. Earlier this episode she even saved her, and my question is why? Why suddenly? Why? What happened? And there's never, I repeat, never an answer to that. This is the most poorly written character out of anyone. Forget that, he has even a bit more personality than V. And the weirdest thing is she was supposed to be a main character. She was supposed to be the one that gets all of the merch. Like the one that is plastered on Murderons as like the mascot. What happened? Anyways, that was my rants for a bit. So, you might be wondering, is it really hopeless for this character? No. No, it's not. Absolutely not. And this is the reason why I waited on telling this. Why I waited with the whole V thing for a long time. The episode that we're about to get into, well, fan-made episode, is something that can save Murdered Runs. It's something that makes Murdered Runs better if it's canon. It's something that sort of revived the fandom. Also, but this is completely unrelated. Liam, you perfectly know where to put the camera. That was